Right, guys. Got a bit bored today, so I went out and thought I'd have a look around CEX because I didn't really get many games at the London Games Show yesterday. And I wanted to get, a fair amount if possible, but they just didn't have that. They had Switch games there, but there wasn't that many Switch games. So now I've got a Switch. I want to start building up the games for that. Now the thing is, it's it's another collection which I ain't got room for at the moment. So I need to sort some stuff out, which I still haven't done. Bedroom is a right fucking mess. Well, this bedroom's a mess, but the living room is even more of a mess. So I keep buying games and then boxes, and the boxes just keep building up. I just can't stop buying fucking computer games. But anyway, so what, bro? I did buy a couple of Switch games. These are from what's the name? Right, so starting with PlayStation 4 and 5, I bought Sniper Elite Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. This was in Tooting. £15. I do like some of the Sniper games, I miss playing Sniper with a couple of people actually, but it's not ever going to happen again, so I can always play it on my own. It is a single player as well as a multiplayer. This one I wasn't too sure to buy, but it is like a horror kind of game because village possess villagers and your survival instincts, use stealth, defend yourself, solve enigmatic puzzles, escape or die. Don't think I'll play it, but I got it anyway because it did sound a bit interesting, and that's Shame Legacy. The two Twitch games I bought, I keep saying Twitch, Switch games I bought, is the first one is Martian Panic. Bit of a weird kind of like little run around shooting up kind of thing. I did do a little quick check on YouTube to see what it's like, and it looked okay. I might give it a go one day. When, I don't know. That was £6. Shades Legacy was 8. Shame Legacy was 8, and the Sniper was 15. And then I thought, I've not really got into any of these kind of games, but again, this one looked a bit fun, and that's Goosebumps the game. £12. Actually, I know some of the Goosebumps in America is pretty heavy hitters, and I mean very heavy hitters. Right, so I did ask if they had a Switch controller in Tooting, and they said no. I was going to ask them to see what ones they had in any other store, but I didn't want to be a pain in the arse and bother them. So I did go to Morden next on the Northern line, last tube station on Northern line, and I've never played a Lord of the Ring game. Never. Any Lord of the Ring games that had a little bit of value, I actually traded in to CEX, especially like the PlayStation games. PlayStation 2. Any ones that had a little bit of value to them, I traded them in. But I thought, I've seen this a few times. I couldn't remember if I've already got it or not. I don't think I have. But I bought the Lord of the Rings column, and you got to the untold story. Player's column on this perilous journey use his unique skills to escape from Mordor and experience Middle-earth. How far will he go to achieve his precious? Will he ever find his precious? I don't know. So that one was £8. This one is a more of a kind of storytelling thing. Either alone or with friends, choose how to hunt for the infamous traffic killer unfolds. In this gripping crime thriller from the makers of BAFTA Awards winner Until Dawn. I thought I'd pick it up, it's cheap. Might give it a go one day, when I don't know. But that's £2. Good remember I got this one. No, I have got Ghost Recon, but I don't know if I've got this one. Never played Ghost Recon, but you know me, I buy games just to add to the collection. And that was Ghost Recon Wildlands. Right, Bobby Tomcat, how's it going, mate? And the other last one was, I don't know if I even got this one. I know I've got the Wolfenstein game, which I've never played. But I bought Wolfenstein Youngbloods Deluxe Edition. It includes Buddy Pass, invite a friend. They'll play for free. And that was £4. So really, the most expensive game I paid for today was £15 for sniper contracts, and then the next one down was £12 for a Switch game. Let me just sort these out. But there's one other thing I bought, which was pretty expensive. I could have bought one brand new from eBay, but it would have taken about 4 or 5 days to get here. I could have got one from Amazon, but it's like more than what it was on eBay. I think about £58. But I didn't pay £58. I paid £38 for a Switch controller. Now I told them I only want one if it's got a box, because the thing being, if I'm not playing a controller, I want to put it back in the box so it doesn't get scratched and damaged. When I asked if they had one, this was in Morden. When I asked if they had one, I said, "Yeah, we got one, £38." I said, "I'll leave it for now. I'll have a look around first." And I stood there looking on eBay and Amazon. eBay was $39.99. New box and everything like that. But I said, "Look, can you just tell me if your one that you've got is boxed or unboxed, and what grade is it?" He goes, "Well, we grade them A to C. If it's like a box, it's more of a grade A to B kind of thing, And he had one in stock. And I said, "Look, I might get it if it's got the box with it. If it's got the box with it, then I'll probably get it." So he walks down the aisle and looks and where all the Switch stuff is, and there was like a box one there. So although it's got no instructions, which I really need, I paid £38 for that, and luckily enough, I already got it connected to the Switch. I did buy a controller off Amazon last week, actually, for £28. I think it was £28. I can't even remember. Let me check how much it was. It's supposed to be a Wi-Fi one. And it's supposed to be able to connect to the Switch. And I watch people, YouTube channels, to see how I can get it connected. But I could not connect it whatsoever. The only thing it did connect to was my bloody computer. So, that was £24.99. The one I got last week had a 13% discount on it, because originally it was $28.69. I got it for $24.99 on Amazon. Am I going to keep it? Yeah, I probably will, because then I can play some games with the controller connected to PC. Now, I don't really play a lot of PC games at the moment. Still, I'm coming back onto PlayStation, play Hunt Call of Wild. I might give By the Hunt a go later in the week, and I also want to start playing some of the Switch games as well and try to stream them. I did do a test run the other day. The only thing is I'm getting like a little bit of an echo effect coming back through. I don't know what's causing that. But the stream, it did stream through on the capture cards, which I've got connected to the back of the computer. No, I was running OBS on it, and so yeah, it is working, but not 100% at the moment. Because when I start playing Switch games, I want to play the ones that are more interesting, like Sniper Elite, maybe Goosebumps. Actually, I ain't got Sniper Elite on Switch. I mean, Goosebumps. Might give that a go on Switch. The other game I might play is Sniper Elite, but that'll be on PlayStation 5 if I decide to install it. Well, actually, it's not Sniper Elite, it's Sniper Ghost Warrior. So I might install that later and give that a little butchers. And I might try column out. I just don't know yet because it's so hot, so humid, and I am getting so pissed off with some of the games at the moment. It's unbelievable. So I thought that would have worked, but I couldn't seem to get it to work. And that is actually a Nintendo Wii U console. The other one I did buy, I've put somewhere. I think I'll stuck it over there. Oh no, there it is. This is the one I bought last week. It's supposed to be compatible with Switch, but I couldn't get it connected. I'm just looking at something actually. So look. That's the one I bought last week, which is supposed to be Switch compatible, and that's the Switch one, right? The only difference with the compatible one, it's got 2 extra buttons at the back, and then you got like this thing there which does the vibration. But if you look at them closely, they do look similar at the front. You got, that really looks similar. Apart from the other, this compatible one's got 2 buttons here as well, but it does look similar. But I'm glad I've got the Switch one, the original one, because now I can actually use a controller instead of using the pink and red bloody things. And these are the original ones. These are the compatible ones. They're not original, these are compatible, but they do work. Apart from, I don't understand what these 2 T's are for. I know one is the home and the other one's like a photo capture, but I don't know what the 2 T's are for. So, I pressed them and I don't know. This one came with this controller, and well, if you look on the video I did earlier on the eBay pickups, you see I've got like 4 cases. I've got Yeah, 4 cases. I've got the steering wheel thing for it. There's 3 of the cases there. 3, 6, 8 empty boxes. There's no games in there. They're just like empty cases. So unless I'm lucky enough to find the game, then I can put them in there and make it like a CIB, I suppose. But I'm not going to start hunting around looking for games on eBay just to fill them in unless there's a game there, which I might want to get. Like there's Overwatch. If I can find a game for that one, I might get that. A loose game. EA Sports. What else was there? Saw that in CEX. That was £15, I think. Ring Fit Plus. The actual game is like £40, but you do get the ring and the other thing with it. But got to cut out the game cases. If I need the cases, at least I've got the cases. Got like 3 spare cases at the back over there as well. But I'll probably see if I can get Overwatch off eBay, see what it costs. I think I did try the code for that one because it had a code in there. There was another one which I picked up. I didn't pick up. I was giving it to me at the computer show yesterday. I can't remember what one it was. It had a code in it, but the code didn't work. So I'm going to quickly try that out later, see if the code works on that one. You never know. Might be lucky to find a code that actually works. But anyway, I'm going to go. Have a bit of a break. Have another cold drink. And I'll probably be on a bit later, do a bit of Hunt the Call of Wild streaming. I don't know what time. You'll just have to put me on notification. Hope to be on. But it depends on how I'm feeling. This weather is absolutely killing me at the moment. I mean, practically killing me. I'm so hot and frustrated and stressed out and feel so tired and worn out and knackered. It's unbelievable. So we'll see how I feel later. Anyway, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you maybe later. If not, whenever next. Probably tomorrow. Don't know, whenever. Bye for now. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe if you're not already done so, please. Help me to build up the channel, give you more content. And yeah, I'll see you later.